It's your boy Ferarri Tru3, and I'm tuning in live with WTNTQ in the streets. Let's get it. The soldier. Soldier.
What's going on? Doing alright? What's up, big Brody? Hey, they ain't wanna see me win. Bow. They ain't wanna see me win.
Okay.
They ain't wanna see me win. Hey, y'all already know what time it is. It's WTNT's 107.7. Q in the street. I got your favorite crew. You already know I got your country cutie cakes.
Hey,
in the building, and I got the smartest talking asshole I know, Papa's man, my right hand man, Enrique fan in the building. We got a special guest in the building. They ain't want to see him win. We got Ferarri in the building. What's going on?
Good.
Man, into the interview, that was lit. Like, that should be your anthem. You need to be like fucking walking around in the street with a shirt tattooed on your forehead. They ain't want to see you win.
That is the anthem.
Man, your story's so crazy.
That's a fact.
Story is crazy like a mofo. So before we get into any music, let's back up. Let's start from the beginning days of who Ferarri is. Let's go back before music.
Before music.
Yeah.
Basketball player. Entrepreneur. Hard-working dude.
When you say entrepreneur, what type of things you got out there? We know you got a water line. Let's talk about that.
I was ripping and running.
Okay.
Catching flights.
Jet life.
Jet life. No feelings on flights.
Right, all of that. So when we got into the music, it's like clearly you speaking from experience. So what got you into music? Because I know a lot of people just wake up and they see people doing it. Like, what's your story into getting into music?
Honestly, I've always been into music. I feel like music helps people with their feelings and their emotions. So I started music in like 2015, late 14, honestly. Just rhyming, because the shit made me feel good. But after that, I just went all the way in. Yeah, but I didn't really take it serious the way I'm taking it serious now. So I'm taking it real serious now.
So late 2014, 2015 Ferarri, did you think you would be where you at right now?
No. Let me take that back. I knew I was going to be in some type of powerful position, but I just didn't know what it was. Because at first I was really dedicated to basketball. Yeah. But financially, with my family, with people, without money, without certain situations, especially without resources, you don't get to where you need to be. You know, ripping and running. Yeah. So you not financial, basketball, entrepreneur, and rapping. So you said you were talking about your line of water. So that entrepreneur thing is still there? Yeah. Honestly, I got a lot of stuff going on. I actually own like 4 different companies. Okay. You know what I'm saying? That people don't know, and I really don't even share because it's not nobody's business. Okay. They got their word out on me and what they think that I am. You know what I'm saying? What they think I do, whatever the case is. It was a stepping stone in my life.
Why do you feel like so many people, can we say what people think you are?
Yeah.
So a lot of people put you in this box of scamming and all this other kind of stuff. Why do you feel like you've been in that, you've been placed in that?
First things first, when they say scamming, that's doing something that you don't supposed to be doing and taking something and giving promises out that's not true. That's not real. You know what I'm saying? Back in the hood, you know, back in the scenarios, I was ripping and running. I did a couple of moves here and there, but everybody do. Yeah. You human, we black, especially from where we come from. You know what I'm saying? But I think they made the scamming shit like big because of how my lifestyle was.
I was about to say without what you had,
without like no deal, without no proof of where his income was coming from. I know people was asking questions like, "Yo, where is this dude? Like,
easy target.
Like, where is he coming from? How is he dressed in this fly?" And then of course you dressed in designer and everything from head to toe, and you clean cut, whatever the case is, they automatically assume. And of course, I've been to college, so 1 and 1 is 2. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
Very well educated. You just put 2 and 2 together.
See,
you know what I'm saying? So go ahead. I feel a question or two in your tongue. So we're gonna move past that. And now, where you from?
Chicago, Illinois.
How long you been in that A?
I've been in here now for like 2 years and like 2 months.
That's it?
Yeah, it's crazy, right? I thought it was longer than that. And then I really, cause you know what it was? I was flying here, you know.
For so long.
Was making a few plays, whatever. No, not really so long. It was like maybe like 2 years and like 6-7 months. I was flying here the first couple of months and I didn't even have a crib. Yeah. I was literally like staying at the Marriott Marquise. You know what I'm saying? Like paying $300-400 a night, just trying to rip and run and find ways to pull money from different streams or whatever. After that, I was like, yo, I'm here too much. Let me just buy a spot. Yeah. So I kind of used the paper I was making to build relationships with people. You know, Atlanta's Atlanta, so the connection, especially with black people, is tied in. It's closely knitted. And I instantly found a wave and stuck with it and took off. And then I started taking money back from Atlanta to the crib, investing into stuff at home, putting money into my people, and it just went up.
So moving to Atlanta, and you're in a whole different playing field now. You skyrocketed to a different playing field. What was the first move that escalated you to the next level? What was that first power play that said, okay, I'm on?
Repeat that one more time.
Moving to Atlanta, what was that first power move, or what was that first song or deal or whatever it was? What was the first thing that escalated you to the next level?
I think it was the social media, honestly. Yeah. Like, I look at social media as like a streaming platform, a marketing platform, depending on what you do. You got to know how to monetize Instagram, but not money-wise, but popularity-wise. So I just think that, you know, a lot of chicks call me handsome or whatever the case is. I think that me maneuvering and then having a flashy lifestyle and honestly renting exotic cars at first when I was in the streets.
Because before I knew who you was and we had this conversation, I was like, every time I see this guy, he got a new damn car.
Yeah, but see, what happens is this. People don't know that I had money invested with a rental service. See, they think that people was just out here
flexing.
Just flexing. I'm renting cars, but you like, oh no, have you thought about somebody maybe probably put $100,000 into the rental services? Have you ever thought that I maybe invested into a couple of files to build credit to actually get these co-signers to sign for these cars, to rent them out, because black people like us, teens ourselves who want to flash, now it's like, yo, maybe I got $100,000 into a rental service, right? I got a Ferarri probably in Miami, just chilling. But just like we know, Rolling Loud, right? Everybody went out to rent, $1,700 a day. Young dude just checked like 10.
Like it's so inspirational to me, because it's like people only see one side of what you do. So you might have these kids out here just like, oh, I want to be like him and get these cars or whatever, but they don't know that you're actually investing. They take everything for face value. So I feel like that's the positive and negative to Instagram, because with Instagram I can just see you flashing. I don't know what comes behind the flash. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I mean, it's up for you to get your story out there to let them know it's not just a flash.
You know, I used to not want to tell the story, right? Because honestly, I was disturbed by it. I was embarrassed by it to an extent. Not my story, but the black community to an extent, because we downplay each other so bad. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, it really made me feel a certain type of way. So, like, I couldn't say some of the things that I wanted to say, because you know how rappers, 60% of them, quote unquote, say they sell drugs, or I was on the block and I was trapping and I was woo. Now, if they was, that's cool, but they put that as past tense. The deal has already been sold. So they can't get arrested from previous action that wasn't caught on hand. Now, I grew up in an era of getting money on the internet. I grew up in an era of getting money on social media all around, to where I guess quote unquote scamming was a big thing or whatever, right? So I couldn't promote that I was doing, or if I was quote unquote doing white collar crime or whatever the case is, to say I was a young doing this and busting plays and I hit for fit. I couldn't really pop that, because
they can trace it.
They can trace that. On top of tracing, you gotta look at things like they don't even want us with that much sense. Knowing that you can monetize that type of account or do whatever you doing to make the money to live that corporate lifestyle that hardworking people that's going to work to do. You know what I'm saying? So I couldn't rap about the struggle situations I was in, because I was really in it. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't say, oh, I sold bricks on the block and da-da-da-da. Yeah, I sold.
It's done.
It's done.
It's not
you know what I'm saying? You was a drug dealer. That's cool. But they always think that them or them people who do this and do that, they ain't really real. It's like, that's funny. How did your block get funded? That's funny. How did them P's get funded? That's funny. How did them bills get paid? Like, that's funny. Just because you say you in the streets, and I was just telling my brother this like yesterday, like, they fight over a block that they don't own, that nobody owns. Like nobody, literally, like John Williker, whoever owns the property. But we out here popping each other over the block. Like the big homies. The block, like this man. No, that's not yours.
Yeah.
The people who really in the streets, not even in the streets.
Right.
They just own the streets.
You're very business minded.
He is.
Yeah.
You're very business minded.
Yeah.
So seeing this other side of you, is this something that you don't want people to see?
No, you know what it is? I always been like this. I play chess with people.
Yeah.
You know what he gives me?
What?
He gives me ghost of power.
Real, yeah, okay.
Yeah, like in the
yeah.
street,
Sneak
but
attack,
you know,
don't
really
even know.
smart
Yeah,
about
yeah,
it.
Smart.
He
Like,
give you
yeah, I'm about to say,
a lot
but
of
even like
that.
he'll throw out some fucking French at any moment.
Yeah, like it was Spanish, but I got
Either
you.
one.
But no, but you really do, because if anybody follows Power, it was like, okay, he was in the streets, he's still conducting his
Head of the
business.
streets, you know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
like
People
he's the head
don't even know.
honcho,
Didn't even know.
right?
But that's
smart
the
he
key.
really was.
That's the key to getting out of the system. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, people be thinking that, because I know people back in the hood, we can't vouch for you doing that. We can't
Yeah.
vouch for you doing that. Okay. Then that means that my job was done right.
Right, for real.
Because
Stupid.
now you can't trust him.
right.
Doesn't it make so much sense?
Yeah.
You can't vouch for me shooting. I thought that when you do hits,
You've been supposed to put your name on it.
exactly.
No.
Now you becoming an informant.
No fool, you y'all supposed to show you that I killed somebody. I
Exactly.
done-
But that's how the streets is. Street
Yeah.
cred.
Street
Like, that's
cred.
what they want.
And it's so dumb. It's
That's
informants.
stupid. Yeah.
You're telling on yourself, and then we wonder why the black community is filled with jails. Why Michael Jordan is invested into jails. Like, I speak some jewels here and there, and I give it to people, and my views go up and they go down depending on the situation. But I really honestly just be like, from this point on, from that whole animation, situation that happened last year in 2017, it put me in like a hated status.
Yeah.
And me personally, I didn't understand at that moment, because first things first, I never had the type of exposure. You can't fault a person who's in the streets, busting plays, taking care of family, whoever I'm taking care of, to get that much exposure hit on him with no direction, with no
Right.
guidance, with no big homie,
And that
with
was,
no
that was
management.
about to be my next question to you, and we're not even gonna stay on there long. Handling that type of pressure, that type of, you know what I'm saying, one day we having drinks after 12, then the next day, TMZ following you walk. I look up on the TV, I'm like,
Yo, I was out in LA doing my thing, like normal black dudes do, kicking it, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And it all happened. It took off the way it did. And honestly, I thought that me becoming that character, because I was, first things first, let me just say this. When you don't have a higher power who's been in that situation before, you become misled and lost because you're going through it in the
With
motion.
Right.
You know what I'm
nobody
saying?
to go
So,
to.
Yeah.
Like,
So-
you can't tell me about this because you ain't never walked it.
exactly. But see, most of the time, how certain artists blow, like if y'all notice with the industry, because now I'm in the industry, you gotta be kind of jumped in. Like, people don't notice, like, you gotta have somebody vouch for you, somebody clap for you, for people want to clap for you. But depending on who clapping for you, lets you know if you a plus or negative. So I've just been paying attention to certain things. Like, prime example, I know hot rappers now, like, Gunners and Babies and all these people, they already got people embedded into the industry who say ABC.
Waiting
Right.
to pass you the baton.
And it's that easy.
Yeah.
A, B, C. If you have nobody above you and you're going through the motions to create the new legacy or the new chain, you're gonna go through the hardest situations. I mean, I've been bashed, I've been talked about. It's like, how can I be bashed about something that I have no knowledge of? Now, don't get me wrong, I could have been chill because that's what I wanted to do. But then when I got around certain labels, got around certain people I thought had my best interests,
Right.
they looked at it as a check
And not looking out for you.
and then look at it as my image. And I didn't know that because I was in the situation
In
and
the
it was
moment.
ongoing in
Yeah.
the moment.
Yeah.
So I'm on Instagram, I'm on the radios, I'm talking, da. And I'm really like, in my mind, like, this some, excuse my French, this some Hollywood shit.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even want to be like this. You know what I'm saying? Because niggas smash chicks every day. Like, ball, wild, all tight, flooded. You know what I'm saying? Like, what made that so special? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't tripping on it. It's just, it was a learning experience. And I'm glad I went through it too.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's the best thing I can ever say
You
in
learn
that
from it. It's
situation.
a lesson.
Man, it was a powerful lesson because now I'm being organic with myself. I'm loving myself, and I'm loving the people around me who really genuinely deal with me and like me, because a lot of people thought that was my blow up moment.
Yeah.
And I could have acted on that and let that be that. But me getting on from a female, or you know, that situation was like it would never be too serious.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna move past that.
I want to jump to the music.
I'm about to say,
the
since that moment, and I can even still hear how passionate you still are about it, and I just feel like with it happening, it just kind of like sparked a whole different fire in you. Because once the noise, and you can, and every time we talk, you say, "Q, once the noise pipe down, I'm coming. Once the noise pipe down, I'm coming. Once the noise pipe down, I'm coming." And ever since then, you just been in the studio.
Yo.
You've been in the studio. You've been in the studio. You've been grinding. So first of all, kudos, because a lot of people don't make it out. A lot of people stay in that sunken place of, how do I bounce back from this? And especially being your age, a lot of people don't even know how young you actually freaking are.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
How old are you?
24.
Everybody 24 these days.
Yeah.
Everybody.
we said in the last interview, millennials is kicking ass.
Yeah, for real.
Millennials is kicking ass. And so let's get into this new project you got.
Oh, man.
First of all, tell everybody where they can get this project at, on what, you know, what all outlets and all that carrying on.
Well, first things first, the project I did with this minor label was called Sorry I Finesse 2. It has some major tracks on there like See Me Win, which is the record I just played. Y'all just played for me. I think that's going to be a major big single for me.
It is.
I got some other songs called More Money, More Problems. I got a song called Tables Turn. I got a song called Lately. It's really just...
You know what's mine?
Which one?
Next Up.
Next Up too.
Next Up. So
you like that one?
Yeah. I was vibing to that today. Next Up is stupid. What is it? Is it 100K, 1000K?
100K.
Stupid.
You know what it is?
That whole, you know what? That's one of those albums that you put on and I don't gotta skip.
Yeah.
And I don't gotta skip.
Yeah.
But Next Up is just like mine.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I really have that album because I was really just going with the flow.
Really?
Yeah. This one that I'm doing now called Motivate Society.
Gonna be heavier than this one? Than that one?
Yo, listen.
This
new album I'm doing called Motivate Society is gonna be big because I'm actually talking like about everything. You know what I'm saying? Like toxic. I'm addressing the system.
Yeah.
I'm literally motivate society. Like I'm addressing the system. Like what's toxic, more problems, more situations, more sex, more drama.
Right.
I'm going in on power of money, the root to all evil. I'm going on sex and genders. I'm going on Instagram. I'm going on the social media platforms. I'm like literally understanding the struggle. Like these are titles of some of the songs. So it's like I'm giving, and even when I talk to some young artists, entrepreneurs, and little moguls out right now who really look up to me, they be like, yo, bro, your music drives me day to day because you really just speaking.
Because Next Up to me is like,
wait till this next project drop.
All right, so before we get into...
Wait, before the next project, are we looking forward to any features with anybody? Are you taking this project on head on? Can you drop us some information about features? Maybe not?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I've done a lot of features. But this project, this me. This me. Like, I got 2 singers on it, and one is called History. And when y'all see the visual that I'm putting together behind that, is more on that Childish Gambino move.
That's what I was just about to say.
Like
this is
a lot of my music is gonna pertain to something similar to that. You know why? I'm gonna be honest with you, and I don't even mean to get these type of jewels out either. That lane is wide open. Like, it's open. That other lane is flooded. We all know I got an AP. We all know I got rollers. You know, we got chains, jewelry, flashy cars, Bentleys. We all know that everybody got that. If a known rapper flashing all these money, you know what I'm saying? But that lane is open.
Wide open.
Like wide open. He did that and got on the billboards.
Right.
Like fast.
It's all about being woke. It's like dropping a message and let people interpret it and relating to
Check
it.
Logic, 30 M's, powerful messages.
All right, guys, so we're about to get into Ferarri Tru3, and we're about to get into the single Toxic. Tell us a little bit about it before we get the record spinning.
Toxic was me sitting back in the studio one day, and I was just thinking about a lot of things. How like it's so many trolls. More money, more problems, more sex, more drama. The system but we don't even know it because we so subtle to the appetite.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're jumping right in. It's WTNT's 107.7. Q in the streets.
Yo. Y'all can find me at Ferarri Tru on Twitter, Ferarri Tru on Facebook, and Spotify. Of course, everything is like Ferarri Tru. Honestly, I'm changing the Ferarri Tru. My artist name is not Ferarri Tru, it's Rari Tru. You know what I'm saying? Just the R, because we know how it get when you start using that type of name and knowledge and power, and it get a little mixy. You know what I'm saying? So it's Ferarri Tru. So when y'all searching for me, search Ferarri Tru on the Google, whatever the case is, Siri, however you want to do it. But on Instagrams, it's Ferarri Tru.
Y'all already know what time it is. Each and every Tuesday, we have some amazing guests coming in the building. We had Ferarri Tru coming, and he stayed for love and relationships.
Come on, y'all can't be hitting me with that.
We had Derek Milano come in the building. He was amazing. Y'all make sure you tune in with your favorite crew. We got your Country Cutie Cakes. Where they can find you at?
Hey, you can get at me on Instagram at pieceofcakes_.
You already know the smoothest talking asshole. I know the man with the plan. Enrique fan. Where can we find you at?
You can catch me on Instagram, Papa Smurf 1992.
Y'all already know it's your boy Q. Tune in each and every Tuesday on WTNT's 107.7. Q in the streets.
Let y'all know we going out with Toxic. Stay tuned to next Tuesday to Q in the streets.
Not the sexy.
I was about to say, what?